can't really see them obviously over there. The head's over the wall, but it's been good. I cooked through my Michelin pilots, so I am getting a new set of tires on the spot. So the Michelin pilots, I cooked through them, so I get some Michelin cups, power cups, and on my second 20 minutes out on the track, I picked my lines. I got my body position good, and I started, getting in, turn out, apexing my turns, and was going well. And I got going good enough that I felt my back end kick out on lap 3. So on lap 3, my back end kicked out. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I was talking to the tire guys here, and they were telling me about how the oil on the tire gets pulled up when it gets hot, and then it only has a certain heat rating. So you keep pulling the tire, you keep pulling the heat up, and the oil in the tire will get out, and it makes the tire slick and dangerous. Because the Michelin pilots are just good for street, a little bit of track. So I pushed that damn BMW. I got in a good groove, and it felt good. So the novice group's going back out now. I'm not gonna go out this third time before lunch while my tires are getting done, because I'd much rather be safe and have a good set of tires that's not gonna have me go down out here than chance trying to ride with it like that. So yeah. So I'm gonna other screws going out, and this is just, I definitely could get into this lifestyle. So glad I did. Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm on board, and my channel Kinetic Touch Massage, the Lexus ISF. But more so, this review is on the BMW S1000RR. This is a review talking about those things that are takeaways from my first track day yesterday with Into. Did a road Atlanta. As you can see, I got down and put in some work with the S1000RR, and this is going to be my reflection to help someone for two things. One, if you're thinking about buying the bike, that's basically a definite. But if you want to do what it's like to do that track day for a novice perspective, I'll say this. And when I was 19, I rode my buddy's R6 around. I was in Southern California. I was in Irvine, so I rode the R6 a lot. I learned street when I was living in the Caribbean as a teenager. So first street was on the R6 in California. Then I traded my car, or me and a buddy swapped out for the weekend. I rode a Magna 750 to see if that would be my thing, which it really wasn't. But nothing against the bike, it just didn't suit me and what I needed at the time. Then a couple years later, would actually buy a Suzuki TL1000S model, Torque EV twin, half fairing, but again, it wasn't quick. It was a bike nonetheless, but could be quicker. So I got off of it and I bought a Gixxer 750, a built 89 Gixxer 750 from a pro racer in Anaheim. So I drove to Anaheim from Tucson, picked the bike up, rode the bike back from Anaheim to Tucson. That was my first long ride on a man. That seat wasn't comfortable, but I got it done. Sore as hell from that ride. It's probably an 8-hour ride. So first time doing a ride that big. So that being said, the next ride, next bike after that, was another 89 750. That 89 750 wasn't built. That was just a exhaust and stage 3 jet kit, which it had some performance, but nothing like the built one prior to it. Then I end up on a Ducati 900 SS. Different, had to get used to it. Harder to ride, but got some training from one of the local shop owners, maintenance shop owners. At the time he was a instructor on the track, so I couldn't afford track days, but at this point I'm in college. I got my bike, so I'm gonna ride the canyons, the mountains of Arizona and Southern California. Then after that Ducati, I had a Gix 1000, 03 Gix 1000. I bought with 2,500 miles on it. That bike, power commanded, billet stacked, 530 chain conversion, chain dropped a tooth in the front, went up 3 in the rear, 200 mile an hour bike on the highway. The bike was fun. And then I sold it in 2008. And it wouldn't be until 2017 that I bought a Hayabusa. So went to hiatus without riding, ended up on the Busa back in the saddle. I said, the S1000 by now has already been in my radar from when it came out in 2010. So I just wanted to, it's like, okay, I got to get myself positioned so I can get this bike one day. Really didn't put a plan together. I just had wishful thinking. So having a discussion with a friend, she introduced me to Nate Kern. We got to talking about things. It lined up perfectly. I sold the Busa, used that money towards my now S1000RR 2014, and bought this one with 2,600 miles on it. So it's been well kept, garage kept. But here's why I say all those bikes I just owned over my adult life: the diversity in riding styles that you ride on those bikes, leading up to this one. And I've ridden buddies' bikes, so I've traded out. I've ridden the ZX10, the R1, older ones, obviously 2003, 2000 models. I ridden 99 Busas, before my 05. So I knew what the bikes had in them, and we went out and we pushed them, and we did back road ridings, being Hellcats, and we did what we did. So here's the skinny. I did my first track day yesterday with the S1000RR, and at Road Atlanta, 7 or 8 people from all 3 groups, novice, intermediate, advanced, over the whole day went down. Thankfully I didn't. Knock on wood, because I'm not going to go down again. Not going to go down. I've been down twice in the past. My 2 Gixes, I dropped them, and one I paid the price for. So this bike, if you're looking to buy this bike, it exceeds your expectations. It exceeded mine. It outperformed. I'm 6'2", 315 pounds. Yeah, I got some weight to lose, but I'm here to tell you, with my big butt on this bike, I out accelerated so many of the other 1000cc bikes yesterday. It wasn't even a question. Coming on that back end straightaway with a slight bend to the right at Road Atlanta, yeah, I outpowered a lot of them boys out there. If we came around that turn prior together, oh no, it was all bets off. If I wanted to catch you, in some cases, oh yeah, I got up and kept going. This thing is a beast. I don't have no reason to open it up on the street. You can't appreciate it for what it really is to open this thing up with its full magnitude on the street and really do it in a safe capacity, So of course I had a chance to talk with a whole bunch of riders, from the instructors to other just advanced riders out there, and they told me why they don't ride on the street anymore, and I get that. I get it 100% now, having done it, been there, And if you're looking to buy this bike, it is truly superior. I don't know if it's won championships yet. That's not my concern. If you want a bike that you can grow with, because that's why I've always had 1000cc bikes from the start, or at least 900 from the start. Actually, yeah, I mean, the 750s were, one was built and one was performance. But like I said, I always tell people, if they're asking if you're a first-time rider, buy something you can grow with, not something you're going to get tired of. This is not a bike I can get tired of. My instructor has one, same generation, and it's not tuned, and it had the stock exhaust. He didn't even have an aftermarket can on it. My instructor yesterday at N2, and he was ripping it. I mean, so this bike can do everything they say it can plus some. So if you're looking to buy it, that's without a doubt. Now, from a beginner standpoint, like I said, a beginner track rider, I can grow with this bike. It's more capable than I'll ever be. I'm not going to go win no championships. I'm not going to become somebody's fancy racer, but I am going to go out and enjoy track days with this more frequently. And I'm going to also put the ISF back out on the track again, and try and get more training there so I can hone my skills. So I'm just here to say that this bike is worth every penny you can get it for, and it is truly magnificent. It's comfortable. I mean the Busa, I rode the Busa to Daytona Beach in 2019. I'd probably wear some biker shorts, the padded shorts the road bikers wear. I'd probably wear some biker shorts for that specifically. But yeah, I'd ride this bike straight down there like I did the Busa to Daytona Beach, and ride around both days I was there, then ride back from Atlanta to Daytona Beach, which was it was 416 miles, so somewhere around, said 8 hours, but I think I probably did it in 6:45 or 6:30 or something. So I shaved some more time on it coming back, because now I just wanted to get home. So you know what that was like. All fun. So the S1000RR, there are lots of reviews out there. They got music, they got graphics, they got jokes. I'm here to tell you this bike is superior in its raw stock form. I just got that AR slip-on can. That's it. Nothing. I got the P01 F85 air filter. That's all. I changed the air filter because, again, the bike's 6 years old. So this bike is truly superior. It comes down to the rider, because I know a pro rider could get on the 600 and whoop my ass, but that's not. I mean, the thing is, this is a magnificent specimen of a bike. I can't stress that enough. I wanted to throw that out there. It's different. I'm telling you, this is just truth. If you're thinking about this bike, get it. Don't hesitate. You see a deal, get it. I saw a deal. The guy, took care of me. I got in, and I couldn't be more pleased with the way this thing performs. And I've had it serviced at Woolies, so they've been helpful to me. And like I said, I did get to meet Nate Kern off the bat, and so that's been kind of a blessing in disguise, having his knowledge in my ear a little bit. I know I'm gonna pay him big for that. So yeah, that's definitely worth every cent too, because we're good friends with some of the other founding members of Atlanta Motorsports Park up in Dawsonville, Georgia. So if you have questions, please do ask. I'm at a loss for words. I came home today I gotta figure out. I gotta get back out there. I gotta do some more. I gotta, it's I'm gonna look and see what other companies are running novice track days before it gets too cold. With what I got. Like I said, that was one of the tires. I had a pair of Michelin Pilots on here, all weather Michelin Pilots, and those tires, they performed well, but I slipped a little bit. I was pushing the bike, and I slipped a little bit. The back end came from under me on 2 turns. So I went to the Dunlop guy, talked to him. Not the Dunlop, the Michelin guy, talked to him, and we talked about it. We decided on these. As you can see, they're wet because I had to get out the grass in my yard. So I had to wash some of the mud off of them so you could see the tire. But you can see I used all of the tire, and it gripped magnificently. As a matter of fact, I wear a size 14 shoe, so my feet were, I didn't have good foot position on the pegs, and the instructor was like, get your feet in, you're going to break your damn foot. You know, getting that low like that. And it's like, yeah, I felt it rubbing my foot. I literally felt my foot rubbing, my pinky toes, side of my foot, blade of my foot rubbing on the concrete as we went by. So I went through most of the turns. So yeah, I'll probably just get some adjustable rear sets next, and a good suspension, and stay up with some sticky tires. That's all this thing needs. So hey, if you're looking to buy one, please get it. You know, ask questions. Tony Davenport.